Hospital Midnight Cryo 1. By Yu Ping Feng. Chapter 42. The following content is purely fictitious. Mr. Security was very disappointed. He had to turn around to look at Alice to ask if she knew why. Nurse, do you know why your coworker kept saying you are a liar? What? Alice was surprised by Mr. Security's question. She couldn't help but shouting in her mind. Oh, my God. Brother, you are tall and look handsome, but you are the one can be pushed around by others. So if I don't push you around, Mary will push you around. Alice was looking at Mr. Security and asked with loud voice. Mr. Alice paused on purpose. She saw Mr. Security was shocked by her voice, then she continued. Have you heard what I said before? What did you say before? Heard what Alice asked. Mr. Security frowned and looked at Alice with a confused look. After a while Mr. Security was flush. Oh, okay, I'm sorry, nurse. I heard what you said before, but hey, mister. Alice shook her head and made a helpless expression, then she could not help but screaming. Can you talk straightforward like a man? Mister, please, tell me what I said before. Oh, okay. You said. Mr. Security really couldn't remember what Alice had said before. He felt so embarrassed, and his face was redder. Nurse. I am sorry. Can you repeat what you said before, because I really can't remember. Sorry. My God. Alice couldn't help but screaming in her mind with her eyes wide open. Looking at you, big brother. Tall and handsome. Look like a talented guy, but with such a big defect, forgetfulness. Oh my God. What a shame. Alice felt sorry for Mr. Security, but she didn't show on her face. Instead she looked at Mr. Security and made a casual smile. Okay, mister. I know you're a busy guy and can't remember everything. So I don't mind repeat what I said before. Okay, this is what happened. Mary said she saw an arm waving to her outside the window in 5th floor. However, I carefully checked outside the window and didn't find out any arm as she told me. So I think it must be Mary is wrong, or it's just her illusion. Since I said this, you understand what I mean. If anyone says I am nonsense, you will think it not acceptable. Right, mister. Oh yeah. Mr. Security seems to know what really happened. Nurses, I think what you said is true because you didn't find out so-called an arm outside window. He was looking at Alice and wanted to continue. Nonsense. Mister. She is nonsense. Don't believe her. Suddenly, Mary was screaming to interrupt Mr. Security's words. Alice and Mr. Security was shocked by Mary's screaming. However, Alice quickly backed to normal from shock and she was looking at Mary with a serious look. Mary, I am sorry. I just want to tell the truth, I really did not see any arm outside the window. Wow. What can I do now? Which one should I believe? Mr. Security looked at Alice, then turned around to look at Mary. He thought neither Alice or Mary looked like a liar. Mr. Security felt very hard to find out which nurse told the truth. However, Mr. Security suddenly started smiling because had got an idea how to find out which nurse was a liar. Mr. Security looked at Alice with a smile, then looked back at Mary with a smile. He asked sincerely. What did Mr. Security ask Alice and Mary? To be continued. Hospital Mid